of the tape. Jesse Bam Rodriguez weighed in at 115 pounds on the nose. He stands at 164 centimeters. And here we see Jesse Rodriguez. You're looking at one of the scariest bantamweights of all time. Blazing speed and ridiculous power, all packed into a 115-pound frame. And they'll be facing...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the 2-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice counter shot. That hook won't score. Nice defense on that hook. Good counter punching. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee, just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. That swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. One punch could change everything in this battle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than the first.
Nice defense with that jab. throw a shot, they get countered. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Those counter punches hurt. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Thank goodness we got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is so... There's the bell to start round 4. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Misses with the jab. Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Beautiful counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Bam is hurt. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Listen, the fight's not over yet. You don't go out and win this round of the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. It was close to this fight. He only ran back into it. Now, it's a tough fight. And he's going to be confident now. That's it. Start sticking a few buttons. And then start gathering the pace and win this round back. Don't be looking at one shot at a time. Set him up. Don't take him out. Come on, you've let him back into it.
And she does a root.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action.
Go again.
Yeah,
Let him back into the fight, kid.
On to the fifth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Yes.
How about that time counter shot? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because
I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
where did that come from?
Stop looking over and holy crap. You know, my experience is obviously at the time, it's not really in my, it's not really.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
But for how long? Look at him. On the
As this
heels,
is
look
going
at
on,
there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Kind of like these, all these described as these like drones coming through a swamp.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is
We're
good,
getting
two
surrounded.
punches
We're getting
better.
pumped. The eyes aren't there. The looping in right there, and then behind us we hear the
Both want a
booming
highlight
and
reel
the
knockout.
footsteps. So
Looks like he's going to survive
yeah,
the
at this
round
time,
here.
this
Just
time,
barely.
process. This is insane. Do these things really exist? At the time, obviously, I don't see. I
A
can't.
lot
I
of work
can't. I
needs
don't
to
see
be done in
what.
this corner. Two
I don't see
knockdowns
what's
in the
gonna
last
come.
round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round
As
anybody
stuff
up.
happened, it's just as soon as it started, it just kind of stopped. And we stopped hearing the groups, we stopped hearing whatever was behind us. Basically, we kind of disbanded before the attendees went on a walk on the road. They said they heard another howl, but after that, I think that's what kind of pushed me to believing that people are always experiencing something out here that's worth looking into.
I was out on an expedition, and it was a group of us. We were in the B group. We were out in this one back in this park, and we
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a...
floating through the trees.
There's the bell to start round 6. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know they're fighting. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
Straight right just misses. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shots and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger zone.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Ben step back for just a moment. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a
Hey.
They don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Here we go. It's round 7. Got all the momentum. Did you see that? El Gallo is hurt. And down goes El Gallo. That body shot right there paralyzed him and won in the fight.
An object just in his night sky and he was in the right paw, and so it kind of hovered over the area, probably about maybe 4,000 feet in the air. It hovered over, and then we were sort of watching it, and it slowly started moving off. And he said that when it got this
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
And he felt like a tension in the air, like he got his arms kind of started standing up. And when he saw it, his kid came down, probably a bit, then went back.
Can't score with that uppercut. They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to put him right. That's the kind of hop we need to see.
So they were hiking with their buddies at night in the championship, and something came down and they retreated.
That jab not going to score.
And they saw something that just like came down low. It wasn't sure if it landed, but they were just right off. Yeah, it's a pretty good.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. The resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
To investigate. There's just so many.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left.
There's a retreat for that. Like this, I believe that a good starting approach to this fight.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break a fight.
Skies over New Jersey, being cited. The skies over the Pine Bend are also close to some of these mystery ground sites. I did have the opportunity to sit with Bob Freeman, World UFO Traveler, and David Polichek, who moved on to Canada. They drove down from Canada to investigate this whole drone fiasco, what's happening. And they were out at Seaside Heights Christmas weekend, which is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I was invited to join them and met them and look at the gear that they're using, and they put out all the kinds of gear, thermals, and infrared.
That'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
It was that night, it was overcast and rainy. So you looked at the sea from the top of the home that we were at.
There's the bell for round 8.
We had flight radar running, we had ADSB running, we had a Geiger counter running, EMF detector. We ran the whole gamut of the hardware to try
Got a
and
lot of punch output. Thought there
levels
might be more action here.
that came into the air for the atmosphere. But then other weekends we did not see them running.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked?
My residence one night in Marshall. And on the Facebook page, somebody said one of the roads was in Bricktown heading south.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing.
When I was watching it, it wasn't your typical thing. It didn't have the blue lights on it. It had one single red
You
light
can tell who's
that
stronger
was
and who's
really
faster.
back and
Fighters
forth
landing in
at
these
5
exchanges,
to 8
judges gonna have a
seconds.
tough job.
But it was at a
Skill for
pace
skill,
where
tap for tap.
it
It's like a
wasn't a
match
clean
made in
pace,
heaven.
it was a typical flying pace. But it was slow enough where you could say, okay, this is definitely the one. Because it's behaving. I observed it for about, let's say,
That
a
hook
minute
is
or
parried
two,
away.
going back and passing around the camera.
How about that
And I was
tight
able
counter
to
shot?
video record these hands flying over me. And then I observed it for about another
Just as
2-3
quickly as the
miles.
action slows down, it
And
heats
I
back up.
looked, and the second drone was on my right side, heading northeast of me. And I was trying to capture that one. And when I turned back to observe the blinking red drone,
Missing with that right
that
hook.
drone stopped and did an abrupt 90-degree turn. So we know that there's no helicopter
Bam
or
is
no
rocked.
airplane that's going to do that back quick. So I definitely knew there was a drone at that point. And I observed the drone
Bam
now
goes
heading east
down.
toward the water. After my vehicle trying to do a
Imagine
chase to get
seeing
to a
this
sector,
punch coming and
third
not
point
being able to do anything
shot to the
about it.
sky. But then the drone come up the east side and then shoot up towards north side, back up towards the distance. And that was my drone experience.
Another win,
For
another
sure, we have a
unanimous
lot of different
decision
legends
victory.
that the
Unanimous.
lady
You
in
know
the
what?
white and
Smart,
the
smart.
Memorial and the
Total
another
change of
group.
styles to make
It's
sure
very
they
strict.
got it. And every round,
There's the story of the White Stag, which is a legend that this stagecoach was bringing passengers to one of the local taverns or inns, and the police had gotten the wrong strap.